Hello and welcome, everybody. It is episode 47 of Spreading the Nerd. I'm your host, Clint Coombs. Joining me, as always, is Rick Davis. How are you, sir?
A little fired up. How are you?
I'm tired. It's been a long week. I've been wanting to do I've I've been wanting to do things with the for the show. Like I have like plans of like some stuff to do, and like it's just been nuts for the last 2 weeks, and September's not looking any better. So I'm like, yeah, yeah, long week. I got to work tomorrow too, and it's been hot. Not many people working, so long days. But we're here. We're here. We're going to talk about some games, and of all the games that are coming out and have been coming out this year, it's just been a crazy year. So I just figured we'd kind of talk about everything that's come out and how we're liking things so far.
I also have another Rick's Flicks, as I've chosen to name it
Sounds
to talk
okay.
about today.
Okay.
I actually have two movies, but doing it last week showed me that I should probably talk about one at a time because I kind of was rushing through them. And without telling you what they are, I will let you.
I was going to say, because you haven't said anything on through text or anything.
I did not. I will let you pick
Sneaking
which one.
around on me.
A or B. I have assigned each one of them a name. Is it A or B?
Do I get any like?
No.
Oh God. Let's go with B.
Okay.
We'll go with B we'll go with B when we get there.
Okay.
I haven't watched much this week. I watched Alien Earth, of course, but we'll go into that when you go into your movie and such. But have you been playing anything this week or?
A little bit. Really, two things in particular. Outside of the beta. Well, the beta was yesterday, but a little bit of Mafia: The Old Country. Kind of making a point to get through maybe a chapter every day, every other day, something like that.
Nice.
I'm about halfway. I think chapter 7 now. It's not the longest game, and it's not the hardest game either, so it's not really too tough to get to that point. Plus, the first couple chapters are actually quite short. They're just kind of like prologue chapters and stuff. But basically, I'm in the obligatory Mafia series race chapter right now. Thankfully, nowhere from what little I played of it, nowhere near as awful as the race in the original Mafia, which, if you remember, was
oh God.
I'm pretty sure that the suicide rate in the country increased from that.
I was playing something on here, and Ice was playing through Mafia, and I watched her struggle for like an hour doing the Mafia race.
I assume she probably wasn't playing it on classic mode either, which I was, where it is fucking harder. Because it really was impossible back in
it was
what 90 again 96, 97, whatever year it came out. It was impossible then, and it's just as hard now.
Yeah, I ended up trying a few times for her, and I ended up beating it. But even it took me.
It is. It's a pain in the ass, and it really was not well designed.
No,
since you're, I will say, from what little I played of Old Countries, number one, it's way better because number one, the actual driving physics in Old Country are surprisingly good for considering what kind of vehicles you're driving and stuff like that. They're actually
nice.
Like the drive is actually quite good. Number two, it actually gives you, as far as I could tell, mid race like checkpoints, which I actually kind of want to redo the whole race, but I think I have to redo the entire chapter for that, and there is a bit of stuff before it. But it also, so if you remember, the thing about the race in the original game is, well, number one, it's a 3-lap race.
Mm-hmm.
You start in dead last because of
course,
because of the story reasons that you're driving a fucked up car. You're driving a fucked up car, which does occasionally just like, I don't remember what it does. It like swerves or something like that randomly. And you basically have to be going full throttle. Like it has specific, what do you call them? Like events that happen, but you have to get them at the right point or they don't even trigger. And if they don't trigger, you really can't win the race.
Right.
So it's actually kind of busted. And basically it comes down to just doing it over and over again until you memorize exactly where to go at any time to like pass groups and stuff like that. It just was not good. Thankfully, it does not seem to be like this in Old Country. It's very much a script. It's like it's very scripted in terms of when you encounter position 4 and when you encounter position 2, whatever. So it works better like that. The other game is I picked up Echoes of the End, or whatever the hell that game is called.
Yeah, I've been. I want to, but there's so many games coming out. I don't know.
I suggest against it.
Oh, really?
Yes. I bought it because I it had that preview or whatever last month that the PlayStation blog posted. And PlayStation is where I got it. Now, I will say in its defense, number one, it does run well. It runs very well. There's definitely no technical issue there. It looks pretty good. Certainly the environment looks very good. That's where the Unreal Engine 5 helps things. The character models are okay. The animations are definitely where you can see the AA part. They're not the greatest. It is. So there is something here, right? This is not Mind's Eye where the game should not have been released, right? But it is very, very janky, very clunky, and the controls really are not very good. There are some cool ideas here, right? Like you can actually grab an enemy and do kind of, let's think of it as like a force push or force pull or whatever, and actually swing them into another enemy, and it actually knocks them both down, which is kind of a cool idea, right?
Yeah.
The controls for that are terrible because you pull and hold on PlayStation, you pull and hold L2, right, and then it highlights them, and then you move the analog stick, and around them you'll see this little I guess you'd call it an arrow to indicate which way it's going by using the right stick, and then you release the left trigger, and it swings them that way. This sounds fine. When you're trying to do it in the middle of a battle, it's really very clunky.
Right, yeah.
And the game's targeting is some of the worst I have ever seen. If you remember when Lords of the Fallen originally came out in, was it 23, I think?
Yes.
Now, to be fair, there's a big difference here.
I know exactly what you mean.
One of the biggest complaints of it was how bad the lock-on was, right?
Yeah.
I would say this is worse. Now, you're not, again, this is not a Souls-like, so it's not like it's as egregious as it is there, but it is bad. And there's some other things about it that are just infuriating. Like enemies literally walk through each other. Like they don't have clipping. When an enemy has a ranged attack, it will literally throw the attack through the enemies. So it can be hard to see, and it just all of a sudden comes out. It's like, what the hell? It has some truly egregiously poorly designed to it.
That's
one of the things I can absolutely think of to begin with is not always, but a lot of times when you are finishing off an enemy, you'll have an animated finisher or whatever. You are vulnerable during this animated finisher. It's like, that is game design 101, is you don't do that. And I'm not saying it happens all the time, but it does occasionally. I have gotten attacked while I was in the middle of a finisher. And let's be clear, you don't get to decide when you do a finisher. It's just when you put the last hit on, sometimes it just does it.
Even worse.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, no.
It's one thing if it's something you trigger manually. It's not. It's just sometimes when you make the last physical attack, it'll trigger that. And again, I want to say this has not happened many times, but it has happened to the point it's that shouldn't happen.
No, especially if it's especially if it's an automatic mechanic where you do fatalities or finishers or whatever. You definitely shouldn't be being able to be attacked. Vulnerable. Thank you. Yeah. That would turn me off instantly.
And something that I mentioned so Joe from XButton also got it, and he said actually he noticed this as well. So this kind of goes back to what I had said beforehand about Lords of the Fallen, is the lock on in this game, because you can click in the right stick to lock onto a single enemy. It's so broken in this game, to the point you're actually better off not even using it, which is okay because you can attack omnidirectionally or whatever.
Yeah, but still.
But if, for example, a combat encounter that I did that was driving me nuts. There was 2 enemies on the ground and 1 enemy up on a cliff or whatever, right? I wanted to grab the enemy on the cliff and pull them down because they were throwing ranged attacks. Sometimes it was fine. Sometimes I would run past the 2 guys that were on the ground, look up the enemy on the cliff and try to target them, and it would target the enemy behind me instead. And it's like, what is this? And there's no direct icon to tell you if you're locked onto something or not.
What?
Yeah, there's supposed to be this little red dot which you see sometimes, but it doesn't really tell you if you're
Doesn't
properly
show up well or anything.
like the lock on breaks real easily, but that red dot it's and the other biggest complaint that I can say, and this actually might be the biggest complaint of them all, outside of the jank and controls, is the sound is really bad. Now the voice acting is not necessarily bad. It's the sound, like
just sound effects
it doesn't like it seems like a lot of times some of the sound just drops out instead and also here's another thing of how screwed up the mixing is, right? So in my room here, you can't see it because of where the camera's pointed, but just above that window there, right about here, there's a speaker on the wall because I have a small 5.1 system in here.
Yeah,
like that right there. That's my receiver for it, right?
Right.
I have never until this time in my life played a game in surround sound where the main character's voice comes out of the rear channel.
Ew.
Explain that one to me.
Ew.
If you spin the camera around and look at them while they're facing the camera, it moves to the front channel. But if the camera is behind her, like it usually is, her name's Rin, it comes out of the rear channel, even though the character's in front of the camera.
Oh my god!
Explain that.
That would drive me batshit.
Oh, it's awful.
Kevin's
hey, Kevin.
Hi. Good. Thanks for joining us, Kevin. It sounds like maybe
again,
with some patches.
That's what I'm hoping. There are some things that I don't know if the patches can quite fix. I mean, bad animations are probably there to stay. There's not all you can do. But again, you do have to remember it's a AA game. So I picked, it was $40. I picked it up, but also I don't know if it's the same on Xbox or Steam, but on PlayStation, at least with PS Plus, you also got an additional 10% off. So I got it for like $34.
I think I saw it on Steam for like 36 or something.
Okay, so it must have a launch.
I think it's wide.
And I cannot. As of now. Now I'm still very early. I want to be clear with that. I'm still very early. Kevin, it's Echoes of the End. It just came out on Tuesday, I think.
From what you've played, how's the story? Is the story at least decent?
It's really way too early to say on that front.
Right.
Again, I don't want to fully judge it until I have like more of the powers, but it needs some work.
It does sound like maybe after a few patches it would be good, but like you said, with the audio, like hearing
that badly needs
that would drive me batshit.
The targeting and the clunkiness of the controls 100% need to be fixed before I can even remotely suggest this game to anybody.
And being vulnerable while automatically doing
that could be a bug. To be clear, that could be a bug. I don't know, but it definitely happened. And when I mentioned it, Joe did say he noticed it as well. But he did say it doesn't happen.
So even if it's a bug or not, it's definitely something that would annoy the shit out of me.
The things that I don't see how patches would fix it is, number one, again, kind of her bad animations, but you do understand this is a AA game, so her running animation is not going to be great, which I can understand. Right. Her jumping animation is atrocious, and I like unbelievably bad. But that's not that big of a deal, right? However, the fact that again the enemies kind of like overlap and then like throw ranged attacks through them, I don't know if it would take some coding to fix that. So I'm not saying it can't be done, but I don't think it's something that can be fixed in 2 months. Right? That would be a long-term fix. That said, like I do want to give credit where it's due. I mean, number one, this is the studio's first game, so
okay.
They're like Merker or something like that's their name. Mm-hmm. They're an Icelandic studio, so it's also interesting to get it from
it's like Merker Games. Yeah,
it's also interesting to get something from a different part of the world.
That's cool.
Which that said, when you walk around, unsurprisingly, it'll be reminiscent of Hellblade 2 because. I mean, they're English rather, but everything is obviously very like Nordic style,
right?
Right. And again, they're both Unreal Engine 5, so I mean that you just kind of have by default. I'm not going to compare them because I didn't like Hellblade 2 whatsoever. So Hellblade 2 had better animations, but I guess this has actual gameplay. But. Mm-hmm. Yeah, as of right now, this is very much on a wait for in my but again, very early. Only finished 2 chapters. I don't know how many there are, but a little disappointed as of right now. I wanted to do it knowing it was AA. I wanted to support a AA team, and the AA space in particular. And as of right now, I'm like, it's not something I think I would suggest.
Mm. Yeah, hopefully after some patches. It does look like it's at mixed on Steam, and
So there are
it's
people that like it.
oh
I do
yeah,
want to be forward about that. This is
yep.
not Mind's Eye. This is not universally hated except by
Oh
Joe.
no, no, it's
this is
yeah. There's people that are
there are
definitely
people
enjoying
that
it.
there are people that really like it.
Yep.
I saw, I think it was Gaming Bolt gave it like an 8. I think that's
Yeah.
crazy. I don't think it's anywhere near there on the technical level. But they also play it on PC. Maybe those sound issues aren't on PC. I don't know. So
It looks like PC. When I was looking at reviews of it, it was like a lot of like stuttering problems and stuff. But it looks like they have a patch
Unreal.
coming out today. Yeah, Unreal Engine. Yeah,
That probably comes down to Unreal, because I will say it does not have that issue on PS5 Pro.
that's
It
good.
actually runs very, very, very smooth on PS5 Pro. It might be the first time I've played an Unreal Engine 5 game that I can say that.
Where it actually runs decent
Yeah,
on console.
on console, yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean, I did want to get it, but I was looking at like September games, and I'm like, nope, I just can't. I just can't. So I this week I've just been playing World of Warcraft. The patch came out last week, and this week is like the raid and all that stuff. So all the new content. So I've been playing that. The Battlefield 6 beta. Dude, I was playing the Battlefield 6 beta today, but I was playing World of Warcraft last night with my friends, which is the only reason why I'm playing World of Warcraft right now, is because I've played with the same guys for like 20 years. But I had the Discord up and I saw like the little voice icon because I was in the Cupcake Squad. That's what our guild is. And I saw the voice icon for spreading the nerd Discord. And I was like, what the hell's going on in there? So I just clicked on it to see what was going on. And I saw you, Alex, and
Paul.
Paul was in there, and it was like you guys were playing Battlefield, and all I could think of was the meme of where Squidward's in his house looking down at Patrick and SpongeBob having fun, and I'm like, this is me right now.
Actually, what's funny? So I told you about the. I won't go into it here, but I told you about the whole Lego Borador thing.
Yes.
I actually quoted that. Well, not quoted, but I referenced that meme via words as what I felt like not being able to get that Death Star. And I cannot confirm nor deny whether that had any bearing on the change of plan, but
that's good.
Yeah.
So yeah, I played World of Warcraft. The raid is actually pretty damn cool. The bosses and stuff, but
if only it was in a game from the last 20 years, right?
Yeah, I know. Like I said, if it wasn't for my friends, I'd be. And I think in September I'm gonna have to chill on it just because there's way too many games, and I'm working like crazy in September, so it's just like frig.
Well,
So
are you hourly or are you salaried?
I'm hourly.
Well, you'll always get paid.
So it's good that way, but it's
I'm
just
sure
like,
it's overtime too, right?
it is.
It's got to be well past the 40 hours. So.
Oh yeah. So I'm out of the 4 weekends, I'm working 3 Saturdays. So I'm gonna have like 5 days off in September. I'm just gonna.
That does suck. There's no doubt about it. I mean, I've been there.
I'm hoping that it's just, if it's cooler, I'll be fine. It's just this heat wave this week has just been brutal. So, but other than that, yeah, I played Battlefield 6 beta. I really haven't played anything. I've been playing Romancing Saga 2 on the Switch, which I really do like that. That one's good. I really like the combat and stuff.
Not to cut you off. Speaking of the Switch, I have something small I wanted to show.
Oh, did you get something in?
Sort of.
Oh,
the mechanism for Switch 2 came out. Now this is not their good one. They have a good one coming later this year that'll has all kind of crap on it. So the only issue with this one, but it's not a big deal, is as you can see, it does cover the
stand.
Yes, or you can open the stand and put it on there, but you have to pop it as this one in particular. This is only like $10. This wasn't a big deal.
Yeah,
you have to pop it on and off to open and close the kickstand, but it works with that mechanism pillow now, which is good. I was waiting for them to release one for it.
That's cool. Awesome.
Kevin, assuming Kevin's still here, I think I mentioned this to you before because you had said how I think it was the Switch kind of made your hands tired, and I mentioned a gaming pillow. That's what this thing this is the bracket for the console, but it goes on that like arm, so you don't have to hold the weight with your arms.
Nice. Are you still liking that pillow thing? Is that pretty good?
Nice. Yeah, I was actually using it with the Portal just the other day, and I was playing Donkey Kong with the Switch too.
Sweet. That's cool.
I'm assuming he's still there. I don't know if he was there to see it before, but
I don't think you posted it in XEP or anything. So
this is the pillow. So
that's pretty sweet.
So this is a padded
Oh, it
thing
is
you
nice
put on
and
your
soft.
legs.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's got like little beanbag things in it.
Nice.
And then here, I'm trying to get this up close.
Yep.
See, it's got this little thing.
Yeah.
This little bracket with a spring there.
Yep. And you just kind of like slide it right on, type of thing.
Yeah. Let's see which way. This way. You just clip it like that. Push up, and it holds it in place.
That's actually pretty sweet.
It's actually a really cool idea.
That's actually pretty sweet.
And you adjust it however you want to.
I'm afraid if I got that, I'd never leave bed.
And then whichever, they have different clips for each kind of like handheld unit. Like here's my portal. And what's nice about these, they offer one that has like an adhesive, so if you want to put whatever else on, but they offer one specific to each like console, so you don't have to put adhesive on it. Like here's the portal.
Okay.
And it just see, it's basically you just slide it there and slide it on. Each one attaches a slightly different way, but that's what's nice about it. Actually, Silken, that you said that the one coming out later this year will, because they actually have like 3 variations to it. And it'll give you better.
To fit the whole thing.
Yeah, and
that's cool.
And as far as I can tell, now it's not out yet, so I can't say this with certainty. I don't think they're different, like Joy-Cons. Like I think you use the regular Nintendo Joy-Cons, and this is like a grip that attaches to it.
Yep.
So
that's cool.
Yeah, I'm sure it'll be more expensive, but I'm waiting to see when they release that, and I'll probably buy that one and see how it goes.
I do need to get a grip for my Switch 2, because when I am playing it in the truck, it is better than the Switch 1, but there's still some fatigue there for sure. So I've been looking at a few. Todd's posted a couple Silkenets. I like the Silkenets. I think it was like Headgear or something. I can't remember now, but that one looks really good.
Something else that's cool about these mechanism ones. Now, obviously not this. This you pretty much got to buy.
That's pretty cool.
However, once you buy the pillow or bracket, there's like wall mount brackets and stuff like that. They all use this same, so they have like a universal thing. If you have a 3D printer, they actually have for free. You don't have to pay for them at all. They have them up there, so you can print those kind of grips. Like when I think this whole thing started as like a Kickstarter or something like that, and it was so wildly successful. But they like their motto was like, since we started as like a grassroots like small movement, like. Again, obviously you got to buy that. You can't.
Yeah.
Right? But any of the, I forget what they call it, the mounts, I guess is what they call them. They put the what's it called, like diagram,
like the blueprint or whatever diagram,
on their website for free for any of them.
No shit, that's actually pretty sweet.
And like cool. I said, like I mean that's like $60. It's not. I mean it's not cheap, but it's not crazy either when you figure there is something to that, right?
If it's comfortable, I think it's worth it. Yeah.
But those mounts are like between $10 and $20, so they're not.
Bad.
They're not bad at all. And like, no, I didn't show this. I actually might get one of the adhesive things because, see, there's a thing there. What you can actually do, and I tested this without having it, but I have like a power brick. Shout out to my Subaru. You can mount it. If you get the thing with the adhesive, just put it on there. It'll hold it in place, and then. They have ones that you can like put on the back of your phone and stuff like that. It's honestly a very, very cool thing that they made.
So random, did your Subaru, your new car, come with a power brick?
It did not come with it, but when you buy it after like 2 weeks, they send you an email and you can pick like a free gift. And I was like, well,
that's cool. All right, I was like,
I chose that in place. I chose that in place of planting a tree. So yeah, I'm selfish, but I didn't have a power brick, so I was like, well, whatever.
That's pretty cool. I like that.
Yeah.
I like that. So I haven't been playing much. Just because so many games coming up in September. I think I put it in Discord, and there's like, I mean, Gamescon's coming out too, so who knows what else is going to be dropping in September. But like for me personally,
week, isn't it?
Yeah, for me personally, there's like, I don't know, like 8 games I'm interested in. I'm like, I just can't. I can't. Like, it's ridiculous, and that's just September.
Yeah, just I just basically pre-ordered them and said I'm going to do everything I can not to think about them.
Yeah.
And then I mean, one of them, you even know this. I basically double dipped since I pre-ordered Metal Gear's European Deluxe Edition.
Yep.
And I was like, I'm not waiting 3 weeks or whatever to get that. So I just bought I bought a digital version as well.
Yeah, and Metal Gear is out right at the beginning of October, right?
No, it's the end of this month. If you get to the
End of
deluxe edition,
August.
if you get the deluxe edition, it's I think the 26th and it's the 28th otherwise. Well, every single thing on your list should come after this anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah. And Silken said a September game with Hell Is Us and Borderlands 4. I'm definitely want Borderlands 4. I was really on the fence with Hell Is Us. That is a game I did play. It was the demo for the Hell Is Us. I played it on the PlayStation 5 Pro. I was interested in it, but I was like, I am sold. Like I really, really like the aesthetics of the game, the user interface, the combat felt good, and of course, what's his name?
Yeah, I don't remember if I texted you about this or not, but I actually, I mean, I do like him as a voice actor a lot. I don't think he's a good fit for this character at all, though. Not his fault. I just don't think it fits the way the character looks at all.
Yes, it's the blonde, like curly hair.
Yeah,
for me, it just
I don't know. I don't even know if they said the main character has a name or if it's just if he's unnamed. But he looks ridiculous until you at least put the hat and poncho.
Yeah, you get like the poncho and stuff.
He looks absolutely ridiculous otherwise.
Yeah, but yeah, I was definitely interested in the game. Now I am totally sold on it. I am excited, and that comes out at the beginning of the month, so that's soon.
Kevin's right too. You didn't even think about this one.
I have that on order, but I don't know if it's going to come in on September because I ordered it from Limited Run. So
I think Limited Run.
Who knows?
Didn't they say that they're selling the game and then shipping the content out?
I think so.
It's still Limited Run, so they're going to ship through DHL. So
it'll be 5 years.
You have to calculate it going to Mars first.
Yeah.
Then it's got to make a loop around the Kepler belt, and then when it gets there, an alien will have finished it by that point.
The only saving grace for me, and it's not even really that much of a saving grace, is a lot of the games coming out next month are on the Switch too. So I'll be able to play them while in the truck, and then when I get home, I'll be able to play like Chronos. Silent Hill F, the bigger games on console here.
Oh, okay. I thought you were saying you're getting Chronos on Switch. I'm like,
no.
At that point, don't bother.
No. I'm glad it's going to be on Switch too, but I'm not playing it on the Switch too.
I mean, I think it's fair to say that'll be the worst version.
Yeah, and hopefully it runs well and everything, but I'm definitely gonna get that.
It might be okay. It might be okay in handheld mode, but docked it probably won't be any good.
Yeah. And I think I texted you about if Chronos is good and Silent Hill F is good, like we're going to be eating well for horror games in September. It's going to be sweet.
I'm still not fully convinced that Chronos is going to be good, but we'll see.
I've heard
it has shown well. It has shown
it's shown well. I don't think there's been any game previews of it yet. Like people like previewing it yet. Was there?
It was maybe 2 weeks ago.
I know Silent Hill F was previewed, and a lot of people liked that more than I thought they would. I thought they would be like, yeah, this is good. But I'm hearing from several people like, this is as good as the original. And I'm like, ooh.
I mean, I didn't hear that. That sounds like it's pushing it to me, but we'll see.
That's why I'm like, it's pushing it, but I've heard it from several outlets. So I'm like,
they did say the combat is good, which was good to hear because
that's
historically, and this even includes Silent Hill 2 remake. The series has struggled with the melee combat.
Yeah, so definitely excited for that. And then, Battlefield 6 is October, and who knows what drops with Gamescom. I'm sure something's gonna be shadow dropped probably. I mean, maybe it'll be Silksong.
Silksong is not releasing this year. We've been through this enough times now that it's not. It's no Silken. Don't do that. Do not do that.
It's gonna happen. You gotta put out those positive vibes.
No, we're good. He's talking about Silksong. I don't know what that is. I thought he was talking about Silksong.
That must be another indie game.
Yeah, that must be a different game. Okay, my mistake. I thought we were talking about Hollow Knight here. I was gonna say, yeah, that's not dropping at any time in 2025.
So I really don't know. I've been, and Silken had mentioned it earlier in here that choice paralysis, and I've kind of felt that this week where I just sat down and I'm like, I don't know what I want to play because I almost don't want to start anything because there's so much coming up in September, and I have like multiple games started. But I was thinking about getting back into Kingdom Come 2, and I'm like, no, because I don't want to get back into that hardcore. And then, although I don't think I have that much left in that one, but
And what's interesting is, as I've discussed with you, I am having the opposite of issue where nothing is registering for me.
yeah, it
I'm in a
definitely
major
happens.
right now where like nothing is entertaining me. Even Death Stranding 2, which is probably my second favorite game of the year so far. I pick it up, I play it for 3 minutes, and I go, I just do not want to do this right now.
That happens to me when there's a game that like a couple, probably like a week before Battlefield 6 drops, I'll be in a funk because if there's a game I really, really want a couple weeks before release, I'm like, I just don't want to play anything. And I'm mad at them.
Yeah, I mean,
I throw a little pissy fit, and
I will say I did kind of have that happen leading up to Kingdom Come because I was like, yeah, there's nothing that's going to really do it for me until that. Now that said, I mean, despite the funk, assuming it's not a broken mess, I'm sure I will get into Metal Gear Delta. I mean, that is my second favorite game of all time being remade. So I'm pretty sure I'm going to like that. But that's more because I already know I like it than anything else.
Yeah, I mean, I'm definitely interested in that game, but I want to see more of the multiplayer that they're doing too, with the camouflage and stuff like that. That should be fun.
Well, I mean, you can't do it now, but if you want to, just play Metal Gear Solid 3 online.
Right, but is this supposed to be a little bit different, or
it's one mode from it? It wasn't the proper Metal Gear Online, but it was like sneaking mission or something like that. Was the name? It was the same idea. Like one person played a snake, and he had optical camo and stuff like that. And I want to say he had to. Yeah, that's right. Because actually, they showed it. He had to capture either the keratin, which was the frog, or the whatever the hell the duck was called, and everybody else was hunting him. I just believe that this might be a larger scale version of it. But they basically said it is the same mode.
Yeah. Before we get into anything else, I don't want to forget, but Ellery had asked in the Discord. They ask, as it stands now, what is Spreading the Nerd's top 3 contenders for Game of the Year?
Does contenders mean our pick or contenders who we think?
I think it's our pick for us.
Because I want to be clear, my picks are not who is going to be voted because for some fucking reason, Expedition 33 is going to be in there, and I don't think it should be. But
yeah. But I think it's for us. So what we think.
For me, it's very easy. In order right now, it's Kingdom Come, Death Stranding 2, and then Assassin's Creed Shadows. Assassin's Creed Shadows will almost assuredly get bumped out of that position by the end of the year, but it's there right now.
Yeah. Mine's probably definitely Kingdom Come 2. I don't know.
For you, Hollow Knight would qualify here since you somehow went 27 years without playing it.
It would, but I got to finish it though first.
You got to play it first. It's probably a better way to put it.
I'm trying to blank. What the hell else did I play this year? Jesus Christ. Because anytime I think of Game of the Year, I always just think Kingdom Come. I really liked Dune. I don't know if I would put that as Game of the Year though. I just feel like September.
I think you would be about the only one that did if you did. Not saying it doesn't have its fans, but I heard the player base has dropped off to nothing.
It definitely did, which is because there's nothing left to do. So until they come out with more content regularly, it's.
It sounds like this game could have used about another year in the oven to before.
We'll see how quickly they come out with the expansion. I know they definitely kept up with Conan for
coming in hot
years. I liked it. I thought it was good, but the combat needs some love. But right now, I just log in.
I thought the combat and the Dune story was like the entire.
The story was great. Well, the main story, the side missions and stuff are just absolutely forgettable. And right now, it's just bare bones right now. So I'm definitely need some content drops.
That's not good for the lifespan of a game like that. I'm not saying it needs to release with everything, but it cannot release with no end game because that it usually dies very quickly.
The end game it's very PvP related, and I don't do PvP in those type of games. That's just not for me. There are some PvE areas, but it's very humdrum type of thing. I don't know, but with the PvP. It probably is fun, but I also don't want to lose hours of work because my Thopter gets blown up or something. Like that would just piss me off to no end. Kingdom Come for me. But honestly, September is probably gonna, if Borderlands comes out good, because I love Borderlands. Silent Hill F, if that's good, is gonna be up there for me. And like you said, Expedition 33, I think will be nominated for every little goddamn thing. I don't think it should get Game of the Year.
It truly shows how a lot of people talk about games when they don't know anything about a genre. Because look, I am not saying that's a bad game. I want to be very, very clear about that. I'm not saying that at all. That is just, I don't think it's even remotely in the top 100 of that genre. I think
it's higher than that, but
I'm talking in general of turn-based RPGs. I don't even think it's top 100 might be pushing it, but I don't think it's in the top 50. Let's put it that way. There are a lot of great turn-based JRPGs that people ignored and for some reason think that this one's so great, and I don't get it.
Yeah. I haven't played Split Fiction yet. I've heard good things. I would like to play that with somebody and see how that goes, but what was I gonna say? Expedition 33, I think is gonna sweep everything. I think it's gonna sweep just all nominations.
I don't think it will. I think if you mean in terms of getting a nomination, then yes. I don't actually think it'll win very much.
I don't know. I think it will. I think it'll sweep music, which I am okay with. I love the music in that.
I'll make this bet right now. We can't go crazy like we did last time.
No.
We don't know yet. But I'll put a $20 PSN Steam Xbox gift card on the line. All right, I'm gonna say right now, if you say Expedition 33 wins Game of the Year, we'll talk only at the Game Awards, right? And it's just pretty preliminary. We can change later when we do our end of the year things, right?
Okay.
If you say Expedition 33 wins Game of the Year, I'm gonna say Ghost of Yotei does.
I think Expedition 33 takes it.
So are we?
I really not because of
no, and not because of yes or no. Is this a bet?
Oh yes, okay. Sure, and not because I think Expedition 33 should, and I'm perfectly fine with people loving it. Fantastic, you love the game. Great.
Yeah, that's all I'm talking about.
I thought it was very.
I do agree. It's vastly overloved for some reason.
And I think that's it. And I think it's going to. I really think it's going to sweep a lot of stuff. I really do. I don't know why. It just seems like people are enamored with it, and that's great. But it just seems like, I don't know, like outlets and stuff. Like I don't know.
Oh, I should say, if neither one of them win Game of the Year, then it's a wash. Nobody wins then.
Yeah. I really, really hope Kingdom Come gets awards. I really do. Not just because I love that game, I do, but I really want that team to. They really put a lot of work into that game.
Yeah, for some reason, in my opinion, vastly inferior game kind of stole its thunder very quickly.
Mm-hmm.
And there's not one area that I think Expedition is better than Kingdom Come. Not a single one.
For me, no, same.
But I guess you could say music, but I really don't think
music,
as good as everybody makes it out to be.
Yep.
I think it's good. I just don't think it's as good as everybody says.
Ghost of Yotei should be. But I don't think it'll win Game of the Year. I don't think it will.
We'll see.
I mean, maybe it'll come out.
I agree with Soken. That probably is pretty bold, but let's not pretend like there was not a big push. I mean, certainly by certain people, but for Ghost of Tsushima to win Game of the Year when Ghost of Tsushima was great. Ghost of Tsushima was a vastly, vastly inferior game to the other Sony game that came out that year.
Which one came out?
The Last of Us Part 2.
Oh, did that come out the same year?
They came out like a month apart. Because I think Ghost of Tsushima got delayed.
God.
No. Last of Us got delayed. Last of Us was supposed to be in February, and they pushed it back to early June or whatever. And then Ghost of Tsushima came out in July.
I'm super excited for Ghost of Yotei. I hope it's good. I'm sure it's going to be good.
All I'm saying is look at the preview coverage, and I think, yes, you're right, Kevin, in terms of the reviews. After release, I think people began to like Tsushima way much more than they did originally.
I think so.
And so I feel pretty confident that Yotei is going to be very, very well received. And it's not me being a Sony fanboy. It's just I genuinely believe that'll probably be. And hey, who knows? But maybe something else will come out. Well, There's Metroid Prime 4 as well. You got to remember the Nintendo.
There's something else coming out. Oh no, that's nothing that'll win. But Outer Worlds, I'm at 2. I'm excited for that, but that's not going to be anything that takes Game of the Year or anything.
I'll be amazed if it's even good, but we'll see.
I wonder. What do you think about? Because now I'm just looking at games coming out. What do you think about Metroid Prime 4 if it comes out this year?
That was what I was just saying. That you do have to remember that Nintendo's got to get in there somewhere. And,
Yep.
and Donkey Kong's a fair competitor, but
I think Bonanza will come in there for something.
I would think that assuming it is good, which it probably will be, Metroid Prime 4 is probably even more of a potential candidate for that. Jesus Christ, you scared the shit out of me.
Was that loud for you? Why is it looping? There we go. Why is it on auto loop?
Oh God, you scared the shit out of me. Because
was it loud for you?
Yeah, it was very loud. Yes.
Oh, it was quiet on my end. What the hell? I'm sorry.
God, it was so loud for me. I couldn't even hear myself.
You see yeah, it's like all the way down. Well, sorry. I blew anybody's
mine.
Yeah, Kevin. Kingdom Come 2. I will give you that. It is not a game for everybody. It really is not.
I'm gonna be honest. It's vastly overstated how hardcore it is because it's really not. The first one, yes.
First one is, and it can be. Yeah.
This one is significantly easier than the first one.
It is. And I don't even think is the hardcore mode in yet.
It is. Yeah, they released it like a month.
They did release that. Yeah. So where you do have to like eating and poison, which
I'm
happens
sure
in the regular one, but
I'm sure hardcore. Well, it's not even that. It's the
a
whole lot of creature comforts you have. Otherwise, you don't
taken away from you.
Like you don't have. You don't show up on the map anymore. But that's not in the main game. That's only in hardcore mode.
Yeah. But I definitely agree with you that Kingdom Come 2 is, for most people when they look at it, inaccessible and hardcore. But if they gave it a chance, I think
for people that's right. For people that haven't played it, they think it is. But I think they vastly overestimate how much it is. Now again, I am not talking the first one. Where the first one, yes, I would agree.
The first one,
I would agree it is there. I don't believe it is at all.
First one, most definitely. I was trying to see Games Radar has games that are possibly coming out that might do something, but I don't.
I mean, yeah, I guess Silent Hill 2 could be a dark horse, depending how that. Or not 2, Silent Hill F. I mean,
it could. Yeah, it could. That would be nice.
I can't see much else that would be like a heavy competitor.
Let's see, Ghost of Yotei.
Because I mean, Battlefield has a possibility to be like a multiplayer candidate. I don't see it being Game of the Year though.
No, it won't be Game of the Year, but it'll be like a best multiplayer game or something. Probably, for sure. Yeah. Ninja Gaiden 4, maybe?
No, I don't. I mean, I think it'll be good, but I don't think it'll be Game of the Year competitor.
What do you think about Plants vs. Zombies Replanted? Do you think that's going to change?
Oh, yeah, that sounds wonderful. I don't even think it has a chance of being installed on my console, let alone a Game of the Year contender.
I would really, really love another Garden Warfare. I loved those games. I thought those were fun as hell. I put a lot of time in the first one. But yeah, September is just ridiculously stacked. I didn't even put Dying Light the Beast in there. That one's coming out.
Yeah, again, I don't think we're looking at Game of the Year competitor, but that probably will be a good one.
No.
I do own it already since I got the season pass or whatever for Dying Light 2. So
Indiana Jones came out last year, right? At the end of last year? That wasn't this year.
Well, I guess
although it came out on PS5.
No. It came out after
the Game Awards.
It doesn't happen
or in time or whatever.
Correct. It does. I didn't think about that. That's a good point.
But I don't think that'll be Game of the Year.
It does not happen often or ever that I can think of, but that is possible. That actually would technically qualify.
Yeah.
But it's really tough because you've got a full year's worth of recency bias to deal with.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
But technically, that could be a competitor. That's a good call.
I've heard it's. I mean, I played it and I liked what I played, but once again, it's just there's too many goddamn games. I don't know what to do.
I highly doubt Metal Gear would even qualify, since it's just a straight remake of exactly what's there. So I don't think they would even look at that. And to be clear, I totally would agree with the decision to not even qualify.
At this point, where we're getting like almost multiple remakes a year, do you think there should be a category for like best remake or something, or best remaster.
It's been a best remaster, no, not at all. But best remake, if you get enough of them, I mean, you got two heavy hitters this year at
Because you
least
could,
with
I mean, you
Oblivion
could count like anything. Because maybe you could even count like the Night Dive Studio games for best remakes.
I
Type
don't
of
think I'd
thing.
count those as remake. I'd count those as
No,
remake. And I'll bet you Night Dive himself would probably call them remasters.
I mean, sorry, remasters, but probably as well. We'll get into that argument again.
But here's where that gets real tricky too, is by what merits then would you be awarding that? Because, if you're awarding it based on how good the game is, well, technically it's the same game. But so there you got two pretty different things between Oblivion and Metal Gear, as an example, right? Like obviously two great legendary games, right?
Mm-hmm.
Pretty much two of the best games ever made by most metrics, right?
Right.
I would say probably way more work was put into Oblivion Remastered, although I would guess when all was said and done, I will like Delta more.
Yeah.
But that said, I would probably consider Oblivion to be the more impressive. So that's what I mean. Like,
where it's
I don't even know if you could do. Well, I don't know if you could do that because you would have.
I guess there'd be a lot of
to specifically say exactly what you would be voting on for that. Like, it's not because some people are going to vote on what game they like better. Some people are going to vote on which one had the most work done to it. Some people are going to vote on which director do I like better. I mean,
that's true.
So that's kind of a slippery slope there. And
it is.
The issue is then like you mentioned Night Dive. Well, how would you possibly put those up against like those two remakes? Because there's a whole lot more work that went into Delta and Oblivion than there would be. Not saying now. I want to be clear.
Break it down.
Night Dive puts a lot of work in their games. Like I don't want to diminish what they did there. But
for sure. But like you said, Oblivion,
right? It's not the same as Oblivion.
Ground up almost.
Yeah, and I mean technically so is Metal Gear, just not quite to the level of what Oblivion is, I would say. I mean, Metal Gear. I mean, both of those they totally redid the graphics from the ground up. Metal Gear, they completely redid the way the combat works. But I mean, Oblivion, they changed almost every single thing about it, like in terms of like UI and well, not the real UI so much, but like the mechanics and stuff like that. So that would be a tough thing to do. I've heard the discussion before, but I don't know if you could just because of that. Because what would you really be voting for? That's the problem.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, you'd have to break it down in different ways, I guess. Yeah,
and you would get major issue with like how to put this up. Like, for example, you mentioned Night Dive. Well, by almost every single reputable metric, System Shock 2 is one of the very best games ever made, right? However, how many people would you have voting that ever played System Shock 2? So
that's true.
Yeah. So some of the old heads that have been around for 30
would
years
be like,
right? But only if they dealt with PC back in the day, because it never came to con. So that's just it. Like you really would not get a fair voting thing at all in this, I don't think.
So, yeah, you're right.
That's kind of my argument against that. But I understand why some people think it's the way to do it.
Yeah.
I just the way I look at it is, I don't remember, was it last? That had to be 2 years ago. Resident Evil 4 was up for it, right? And some people were pissed about that. Yeah. I'm like, I don't agree with that because in my opinion,
Resident it changed 4, enough in it.
It was a different game. It's
like Final Fantasy, Rebirth and stuff. Whatever, it's exactly the same title, but it's a different game.
It might follow the same story beats,
right?
But it is a different enough game that I think it does qualify.
Yes, yeah.
Whereas Oblivion, Metal Gear, I would not, let those qualify for it, for example.
Right. Let's look at some random ass news, shall we? I was just like perusing. Go ahead.
What about Rick's Flicks?
Oh yes, let's go into Rick's Flicks. I didn't know if you wanted to do that first or news. Let's do Rick's Flicks first.
So now this was not planned; it just happened to work.
Yeah, and then I'll talk about Alien.
So consequently,
which one did I picked B?
You picked B. That is correct.
So do I get to know what A is, or is that?
No, it'll be
for another time.
It'll be next time I do it.
Okay.
It'll be 1917. All right. But what you picked was last Sunday, I saw Elemental. So actually, not by design, but we are now on 3 straight Pixar movies. That's not by design. This is how it worked out, right? So when last we left off the Pixar discussion, we remembered that I did not have a whole lot positive to say about Turning Red. Right.
Yep.
Pretty much a completely like imagination
I
deficit
was not a fan of
experience
Turning Red.
with also remarkably poor. I mean, not bad, but it really didn't show off like Pixar's like design chops, right? Like their technical chops. So Elemental is a very interesting movie because I genuinely still do not know how I feel about it as a movie. I'm sorry, what were you gonna say?
Not to interrupt you, but I thought Turning Red was like, because I didn't like it. I thought, and I've heard a lot of people not like it. I thought it was less like notoriously known to like bad, but apparently it's like 95% on Rotten Tomatoes, 83,
critics lost
100.
their mind. The critics lost their mind for it. Yes, and,
Yeah.
and I don't know what they watched because I thought it was terrible.
That's crazy. I mean, to be fair, out of every review things for video games, music, or whatever, movie reviews, I just throw them right out the side because everybody's opinion is so different on movies.
Well, and except for movie critics, they all like the same thing, and it's the kind of movie that nobody on earth actually likes. That's the problem. It's the most bizarre thing ever. It's like
it's true.
There is nothing, or there is no group of people more out of touch with the people they're trying to talk to than a movie critic.
It's true.
But anyway, so Elemental is an interesting movie. So we'll start with, first of all, so I had said I found Turning Red's like visuals to be, I mean, they weren't bad, but they were pretty boring, I thought. That is definitely not a criticism that can be leveled towards Elemental, because this is very much Pixar at the top of their game, right?
It's like, Pixar at doing Pixar.
Have you seen this movie or no?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh, you have. Okay.
Yep.
So what surprised me about it is it's basically a romantic comedy.
It is,
which is weird. So that by default makes it an odd movie that I can say I probably wouldn't suggest watching with kids. Not that it's like unsafe to watch with kids. I just don't think kids will like it. There's like
kids. It's not very like. I mean, kids will.
It's not
watch it and stuff, but they're gonna miss a lot of stuff. Yeah.
Like it's probably more because of the bright colors and stuff like that. I mean, it has the occasional like physical gag, like you know,
right.
But I genuinely think that most kids would probably be pretty damn bored by this movie. But certainly it's like, you know, technical and artistic look. I mean, it is them probably at the very top of their game in my opinion.
The elements are great, especially with like the water and the fire. Just is super cool.
It really is very, very impressive. And then there are actually points that not the characters, but the world, it looks so sharp and detailed that it doesn't look like it's CG. It's weird. I was like, wow, that does not look like something that's CG animated. It actually looks like maybe they went out and filmed an area, and then but I know they did not. I'm just saying that's how
I noticed that too, with like the background stuff was very sharp, like you said. So it was very well done that way for sure.
So I mean, 10 out of 10 there. Like, I mean, just absolutely unabashedly 10 out of 10. That said, I thought the movie itself was not great. That's my opinion. I mean, I'm not, you know, like, I can't quite put my finger on it. I was trying to decide how I really felt about it, and I really could not put it into words. But I thought it was sort of like Turning Red. It was another obnoxious example of whoever the director was having to put their personal life experience into the damn movie, which it's like Pixar's at their best when they don't do that shit.
Yes.
Pixar is at their best when they take something normal like toys and imagine the toys are alive and imagine what their world is like. Not when somebody is trying to go, well, I was in this case of the director, I was a South Korean immigrant or part of a South Korean immigration family, whatever it was, and this was our experience. It's like, no, that does not make for a good movie for this. It just doesn't.
Yeah, not in that style.
Yeah, and it was boring on that front. I mean, it was unbelievably predictable for there, but so yeah, I mean, I don't really know what else to say, but it's nowhere near as bad as Turning Red, but I still didn't think it was one of their better movies. But it is an absolute technological achievement for sure.
It is. It was absolutely gorgeous, and I'm the same way with you. It was just okay for me. I watched it once. I'll never watch it again.
Like I will not watch Turning Red again. I thought Turning Red was that bad.
No, and neither will I.
If this is on TV, it's not. I'll be like, oh, turn this off. But I would not go out of my way to watch it again.
No.
Whereas like some of Pixar's like better things, I'm like, oh hell yeah, I'm gonna watch.
Oh yeah, I'll watch this for the 20th time. Why not? Yeah.
So.
I didn't watch I don't think I watched any movies this week. I don't think I just watched Aliens, the Earth
Alien Earth.
there,
Yeah.
and um, quite. I am a massive Alien fan, as you know, so I'll definitely biased. I will fully admit, but this is I really like this. There's a lot more because I think it's a series. There's a lot more story going on between. It's not just Wayland Yutani. There's like three factions. It's almost like cyberpunk feeling with the three factions that are at, like, Wayland Yutani owns America and South America. This other company owns this continent, and blah blah blah. And it takes place 2 years before the first Alien.
Oh, I didn't
um
realize it was that close to the timeline. I thought it was
it's
like
that
I thought it
close,
was like
yeah.
100 years before.
No, it's 2 years before the first Alien, and if you watch like a prequel movie to Alien Earth, it's like 5 minutes or something long. It shows, where they picked up the eggs and stuff, and it also shows why the Nostromo from Alien One was rerouted and stuff. So it ties in the story really well. I don't know
So,
how they're
to be
going
clear,
to.
but I assume by this point the Nostromo has set sail from wherever it was launched from.
Right? Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, it's super. I just love it. The filming is really good. The actors are really good. There's a company that is, Wayland Yutani is androids. Like, we're making androids. That's going to be the future. And this other company is like, no, we think the future is going to be synthetics. So this guy's been able to take.
Is this one the same one from Alien Isolation? Because remember that was the whole thing about Alien Isolation, was you had Wayland Yutani was making the androids, which were infinitely better,
Yes.
but this other company was making those
Yes.
like really shitty ones, and they were basically like they were who owned the Sevastopol station.
Right.
So is it that same company, or is it?
It's kind of the same thing, yeah.
It's
Yeah,
kind
same
of, or it
company.
is. That's what I'm. Okay.
It is, yeah.
Okay.
And this guy who makes the synthetics, however, he's made it so that he can basically not clone, but transfer the personality and brain and memories of a child into a synthetic body, and he thinks that that's going to be the future. However, they can't do adult memories and stuff because their brain is too complicated, whereas kids are more fluid. So they put these kids in adult synthetics because the synthetic can't grow up. So it's cool to see these kids that are dying from cancer or whatever get put
Siegson is
into
the name
these.
of that company. Is that the same company?
Which one? Sorry.
Siegson is the name of the
No,
company.
it's not Seegson.
Okay, so it is
It's
a different company then. I was trying to remember. I couldn't remember. I forgot. The Sevastopol station was bought by Wayland Yutani by the time of the game, but Seegson was the ones that originally had owned it.
It's Wayland Yutani and Prodigy. Prodigy is the one that's making these synthetics and stuff. So then there's a Wayland Yutani ship that's coming back, where they have gotten alien eggs, and it's like a scientific vessel. However, it was just a vessel going out picking up tons of life forms from everywhere. So this alien, or not alien, the ship crashes because, of course, the alien breaks out and kills everybody. And so now there's not just the alien running around, there's also like other things, and the Marine or a search and rescue that are definitely Marines. They have like the pulse rifles, the start of the armor. And there's this one little creature. It looks like a large tick, but when it attaches to you, it literally like sucks all the blood out of you in like 5 seconds, gets huge, and then like falls off. It's gross. But the alien in it is really cool. There's a couple spots in it that they did use practical effects, which I usually really do like. But in the first episode, they do a slow shot where like the alien runs by this window, or he kills somebody by a window, and there's somebody on the window, and the alien notices, so he kind of like backs up, and it's just really clearly like a plastic crap um, uh, um, prop. It just really doesn't look good there.
Well,
But
that's where this is an FX show, correct? Or is it?
it is, yeah,
Oh yeah,
yeah.
that's where the FX unfortunately is going to come in. Is they got to start cutting budget somewhere.
However, they do some CGI shots and it looks great. And then there's practical shots that do, but there's a few that is just like, ooh, this is not even the proportion size isn't right. However, I am absolutely in love with the fact that when the alien kills people and stuff, it's very gory. It's very like people are getting ripped limb from limb, torn in half. There was one part where his like the inner mouth goes into somebody and he's just like swinging the person back and forth and there's blood flying everywhere. I'm loving it. But the story is really cool because like I said, you have like the three warring factions, like a side story, and now this. But it's only two episodes deep so far. It releases weekly, so
yeah, I'll probably check this one out at some point. I do like I do like the first two Alien movies, or Alien and Aliens.
Yep.
I haven't really cared for. No, that's not true. I like Prometheus also. Yes, nobody else did, but I did.
I didn't mind it. The cinematography is phenomenal.
It's amazing. Plus, I'm a Michael Fassbender fanboy. If he's in something, I'd already make it like 10% better.
Anything, I will. I'm there.
Yeah.
But what was I gonna say? Have you seen Romulus yet?
No. I actually should. That one's see good. Romulus, but I have
it's
not
good. Yeah, Romulus is fantastic.
Who was it I was talking to the other day that said? Oh, it was actually my friend Nick. I'd said I had not seen. Was it Covenant that was the sequel to Prometheus?
Yeah.
And I said that said everybody, will be like, well, that's the right move, but I don't agree with everybody when it comes to movies, so I still might like it, but I've never seen it.
I'm the same way.
He told me he actually did like it, but
I didn't mind Covenant, but once again,
I didn't really care for it. Yeah, I didn't really care for Alien 3, or actually I didn't see 3, but I did not like Resurrection. Resurrection is where the xenomorph was really weird, right?
I used to have a friend that thought Alien Resurrection was really good. Used to. I don't really talk to him anymore.
Are they dead now? Is that what we're getting at?
Resurrection is rough for me. I don't even want to talk about it. It just
to be clear, that was the one where like it thought she was the mother or something like that, right?
Yeah, it was like the cloning, and like Ripley was like part alien. She had acid for blood.
I mean, to be fair, so is Aliens. Aliens is a pure action movie.
Yeah, but at least it was awesome.
It was an amazing action movie. Yeah, that's right. And that said, actually, I argue that I know, obviously, it's the forever debate which one is better, Alien or Aliens. I do argue that Aliens showed that it makes a better action movie. It's still a great thriller, but I argue it makes a better action movie.
And I say the same thing. I say Alien 1, phenomenal horror movie.
Would you count it as horror?
Phenomenal.
I would think more thriller.
Yeah, I'd say like a thriller too would work. Yeah.
I guess it really depends what your definition of horror is.
Yeah.
It's not like just one of those awful schlocky, bloodbath type movies.
I personally liked Alien 3. I also prefer.
I actually.
You said you haven't watched it.
If
you do watch it, watch the director's cut. It actually makes a lot more sense. There's like literally like 20 more minutes of footage in that one.
It's probably the version that I even though I never watched it years ago. I bought. They had the pretty sweet 4-movie like DVD collection.
Yes.
Unfortunately, DVD might be a little rough to watch now, but I never did watch. Maybe it's I can't remember. Maybe it is Blu-ray, but it's cool. It's a cool box set. It has the alien, like I guess you'd call it an embryo, like curled up in like the fetal position.
Yep, I know the one you're talking about.
It was actually pretty expensive when I bought it.
Yeah,
but yeah, well, I mean, I will watch it one of these days, and I probably will watch Alien Earth. Like leading up, the one thing I will say is when they first kind of announced this, they did not advertise it. Maybe I'm retarded. I don't know, but I thought like the way that it was advertised, I thought it was some kind of like mockumentary acting like aliens were on like the alien as in xenomorphs were on Earth, and I was like, who wants to watch that? And I thought it actually, and I started saying something about like executive produced by Ripley what's his name, not Ripley, Ridley Scott.
Yes.
And I was like, why would he get involved in that? And then over time, I was like, oh, this is actually a show. Okay,
Yes,
that makes a
yeah.
lot more sense.
Yes,
Now again,
Yep.
to be clear, maybe that's just me being an idiot. I don't know, but that's what I thought at first, and I was like, why? Actually, it might have been when you were saying you were excited. I'm like, that looks so stupid. What are you excited for? And then I realized I was like, oh no,
it probably was that. Yeah,
this is actually like a scripted alien show. I'm like, never mind.
Yep.
That makes a lot more sense. Now I understand why you're excited.
Yeah, and definitely check out Romulus too. That one's good. Yeah. That one's good. I can lend you my $50 4K.
What? $50?
No, was it like 60 or something?
I thought it was 90.
No, how much was that? It was way too fucking expensive.
I thought you said it was like $90. Oh, I swear that's what it was. That's why it became a running joke about your steelbook.
I know it was like
costing more than your house. Yeah, I say if you want to loan it to me, that's fine, but you better have it hand delivered with like top quality insurance. You better let your insurance company know that you got an expensive item in your household right now.
Well, this view details. Will this tell me how much? It was 55.
Why did I think it was like 9? I swear to God, you told me it was 90.
I mean, 55 is way too goddamn much.
That is way too much. Yeah, that's.
But it was a steel case.
That's what I paid for Oppenheimer, and it wasn't a steelbook. But that was the first one I saw where they were like, "Hey, we know people want this. We know they want it in 4K Blu-ray. Yeah, you're gonna pay for it."
I hate that 4K is becoming a.
And I was like, "Well, unfortunately, the fact that that's Christopher Nolan means I don't have a choice in the matter. I have to get it."
Christopher Nolan's great. I can't wait for Odyssey. I cannot wait.
I'm still concerned. I told you. I have confidence in him.
Right.
I don't like it when he tells somebody else's story. Because I know I'm gonna get fucking brutalized for this, but his worst movies were the Batman movies. Not that they weren't good, they were good, but they did not have his creativity at all. He was shoehorned by the fact that he was using an existing IP.
I'll give you that. I liked them
stuff. I want his stuff. I don't want him to be.
I will give you that. I liked the Batman movies. I quite liked them. However,
I liked 2 of them.
His
third movie
his
was
best
garbage.
movies. Yeah, the third one was reaching, but
I love
Dark Knight.
No, the guy who played Bane. I had a fucking brain fart.
You know the one.
Jesus. That I am getting old. I love him.
But was it Tom Hardy? Yeah, Tom Hardy.
Yeah, Tom. I knew it was Tom. I couldn't come up with the last name. I love Tom Hardy. He is genuinely one of my favorite actors.
He's so good.
My God, that was his worst role I have ever seen him in. That was such a horrible portrayal of Bane.
I will say the portrayal of Bane was,
And I'm not even saying it's him. I'm saying it was the writing. It was terrible. And the fact that anybody thought that design was good, and anybody thought it was good to go like, hey, he sounds fucking stupid. We're gonna go with that. All right, that's
I'm with you on Batman. I liked them. I will say Nolan doing his own thing are leaps and bounds better, like Interstellar and stuff like that. Inception.
Most people consider Dark Knight to be the best of the trilogy. I would probably go Begins, but Dark Knight is good as well. They don't even scratch a wart on the ass of Inception or Interstellar. Those movies are
so amazing.
They mushroom stamp both of those Batman movies without even trying to, because those movies are so good. Inception, I mean, I love Interstellar, but I did not care for the final act of it. I know some people did. I wasn't. Everything before that was amazing. But Inception, I think, is one of the very, very, very best movies ever made. I think that movie is perfect.
It's so good.
The only complaint I have with it is that it ends.
Yeah,
that movie is perfection.
I didn't see Tenet by him yet for some reason.
I did not either. But so for all our praising here, I do know that is the
that's supposedly
that's the argument against his quality.
That's what I hear too. But
I also loved. I always forget this is him because it's so different. But I loved Insomnia back in the day, man.
Holy shit, he did Insomnia.
You didn't know that? Yes, I love that movie.
That's the one with
Robin
Williams, right? And Robert De Niro or Al Pacino? Yeah, that movie is great. I did not know that.
Where there's a serial killer in Alaska.
The
whole point is he has to.
It's like all daytime, right?
It's the solstice when it's only 1 hour of night, 1 hour of darkness rather.
Holy shit, that was him.
And then now I never
Oh,
saw this,
shit.
but the one with Hugh Jackman where he was like a
The
magician was
Prestige.
also him. Yes, I actually never saw that, but I did hear it's
Really
very
good.
good.
That one's really good. I
Welcome to our
didn't.
Nolan fan cast.
Yeah, we're going. The RNG going downtown.
Now,
Um,
I will say, contrary to what I just said, if Christopher Nolan made like an alien movie, it wouldn't even have to have the alien in it, and it would be a good movie, right? It could just be something like Wayland Yutani, and I would go see it.
One of my biggest heartbreaks ever was I don't know if you like him or have seen anything, but Neil Blomkamp, who did
I
District
love Neil
9.
Blomkamp. I love Neil Blomkamp. Well, I love his 3 movies.
Yeah, he had, and it was you could almost taste it. It was almost there, and they decided not to do it. But he wanted to continue the Alien series right after Alien.
Oh yeah, I knew that actually.
And like he had like part of the script up there and everything, and oh my god, Hudson was coming back, and
small Neil Blomkamp lore here.
I would have died.
Did you ever see the 10-minute video he did, the Halo one?
Yes,
it'll make you believe that a Halo movie could be good because it's amazing. It's
so
like
good.
It's like instead for some reason they made the show, and it's like it's like that 10 minutes is oh my! I watched it. I was like,
yeah,
I was like,
that's why
I have no more doubts that Halo could be a good movie.
Like
it's amazing. It's like a war movie. It's so good.
It was fantastic. It's what the fans wanted. That's what they want.
And
and it was the same with Aliens.
The one part when I think it's the Brute shoots the Needler and they all go in the wall. Oh my god! I was like, that's amazing.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. No, District 9 is another one of my very favorite movies ever.
Yep. It was when his.
I even like Chappie. I know some people didn't like that. I love Chappie.
It was good. Yeah.
I felt so bad for that damn robot.
I was like, I liked Prometheus. I know, and I definitely see its faults. I really do. But I was so devastated when they're like, "Oh no, we're not going to do Blomkamp's Alien movie because Ridley Scott wants to do this." And I was fucking devastated because I was like, I know that Alien movie by Blomkamp would have been phenomenal.
You said, I'm sorry, you say after Alien or after Aliens?
Aliens. It was supposed to continue that. Well, they didn't crash on Fury, whatever.
He could do that so well because like just his filming style works so well for like large scale like war.
I would have. I was like,
that's what made District 9 so good. Is it felt like an actual war happening in was it Johannesburg? I think because I think
yes, it was like South Africa there. Yeah, Johannesburg. Yeah. Also,
he could make an amazing. He could make an amazing alien movie.
I just actually rewatched Blade Runner. Phenomenal film. 2049.
I've actually never seen either one.
2049 will tug at your heartstrings. That's
what I heard. I heard it was
gold.
Really good.
And that's another film that the cinematography in that alone is just captivating. But yeah, the first Blade Runner is really good. Still holds up to this day. Yeah, now I'm upset because Blomkamp didn't do his Alien. Blomkamp does have a YouTube channel. I can't remember. It's like Deer Run or something, and it's just a bunch of shorts that he makes.
That's
and
the name of his studio, I think, isn't it?
I think so. Yeah, and he does like shorts on YouTube now, and it also lets other people put shorts on there, and they're good. But I'm just like, make a movie, dude. Like, let's go.
Random connective thought. You know the guy who's in like every one of his movies? His name like Copley or something like that?
Yeah, he's phenomenal. But I know who you mean.
You know what I'm talking about. He was the main character from District 9.
Yes.
Did you ever see Hardcore Henry? Because he's in that movie.
I haven't seen that one. He was also in...
I'm surprised the mere mention of that did not cause my wife to run in here and want to punch me in the head because she hated it. I loved it because it was so insanely stupid.
That was the first person one, right?
That was the one where the entire movie is told in first person.
Yes. I have not seen that.
He plays this guy who keeps. The best way I can describe him is he's Kenny from South Park, except in this. Like he keeps dying. Henry is actually the main character's name.
Right.
He doesn't speak. Like it's supposed to be like it's you, right? It's a. Okay. He's more of a Half-Life character, right? every time you encounter him, he's somebody that helps you, and he meets some brutal death, and like it happens over. It's like, wait, that guy died, and then you see him again, and you see him again. It keeps dying. It is explained why, but that's made me think of that. And that movie had the single greatest use of the song. Actually, I forget
Break
the song
Stuff
name.
by Limp Bizkit.
Okay, thanks guys for tuning in. This will be our final episode. We will no longer be continuing. No, the Queen song.
Bohemian Rhapsody.
No,
Was
not
that the
one.
one in there?
Not that one. No, it's the one that's like, that's why they call me Mr. Fahrenheit.
Oh,
Yes.
yes.
That song.
I know which one you mean, though.
Yeah. It has the single best. Because I'm not even gonna say it. I'll just say Power Up. That's all I have to say. It's amazing. But seriously, watch that movie. That said, I mean, obviously your daughter's an adult now, but it's very violent. It's more violent than you think it is.
Oh yeah, I've let her watch violent stuff.
I guess you let her play Last of Us. It's not as violent as that.
Yeah. But I will say, since we're on the Neil Blomkamp kick, I'm trying not to get excited because I got excited over Alien and it fell through. But his supposed next movie is a re-imaging of Starship Troopers. So
I could see him doing that. Awesome.
I would, if that happens, because I love Starship Troopers, as campy as it is, and I fucking love that movie.
That's an amazing movie.
But if so I'm trying not to get too excited for it, but that's supposedly what he wants to do next. And
it took me about 25 years to actually discover like how much of a cult classic that movie is.
Yeah,
like I genuinely didn't think anybody outside of like me and my dad ever watched it.
It's so good.
But I loved it.
And
I like obviously over the last handful of years, like I'm doing my part has become like a major meme.
Right, it's like a huge.
And
meme,
I was like, oh, this actually is a really popular movie. I had no idea.
It's so good. It's like the best B movie ever. Like it knows what it is.
I don't even know if I'd qualify it as a B movie. Like it's intentionally campy,
right?
But it's not like, but it's campy in
the
terms
graphics
of it's like,
and everything.
You're right. There's definitely budget to it, right? I mean, there wasn't.
But back then, I thought it looked great, and I will say, how old was I when I think I was like 16?
I fell in love with Denise Richards that day.
16-year-old me watching that movie.
We know which one's soaking it like, and it was not Denise Richards. We know he likes his redheads. I don't know.
They were all gorgeous, and I was like, this movie has everything. It's so good.
So I was probably 16, 17. That's probably about right. And my dad's friend had told us to watch it, and he was telling us about it, and he was talking about the shower scene. And now at this time, right, I had no idea who Denise Richards was. And
right. I think that was the first movie I saw her.
It probably was, because she was young in that. She was probably like 22 or 23. What's it called might have come first, but I want to say this one was the one where like she really got the one where she was nude. But anyway, and so I knew what the shower scene, and when she first came on the screen, I was like, oh, I'm watching this whole movie. And it ended up not being her. I was like, no.
There was now the running I've seen the running meme on Starship Troopers where everybody, like when we were young, it was Cameron Diaz, it was the what was her name?
I never liked her much.
Oh no, not Cameron Diaz. I don't know why I said her. It was Dina Meyer played Dizzy, the redhead. Okay. So it was like young us was like after her, and who was the other lady Denise Richards. But as you grow older, everybody's like, we all know the real hot one was the captain of the starship, of one of the starships. She's only in it for like 2 or 3 minutes.
It was Denise Richards. Anybody that said that, it was Denise Richards.
I loved that movie. Jake Busey was in it. He was so good. Michael Ironside.
Yes, I always
it's so good.
Do you want to live forever? Movie. One of the greatest lines ever.
It's so good. Man, I love it. I love
that movie. It's so good.
Fantastic movie.
And genuinely, like, when you kind of get older, now I know the book is way more political than
completely different. Because after I saw the movie, I was like, I have to read this book, and I'm like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah. I know that the book is actually very political.
Yes.
But like as an adult, you kind of understand the intentional absurdism of the like propaganda where they're just showing just them throwing people to just get mauled by these bugs over and
Yep.
over and over again.
And it's like, what is it? It's oh, service leads to citizenship or something like that.
Yeah. Yeah,
It's
the only
all
way you can
these
become a citizen was to become a
it's all
serviceman.
these like stupid commercials, like the soldiers are like letting kids touch the bullets, and they're like, wow.
Yeah. And,
It's
and kids are stepping on the bugs, and he's just like,
the only good bug is
Yeah.
a dead bug.
Oh, like it's like complete sarcastic
Yep.
humor, or not sarcastic. It's like dark sarcasm, I guess, but it
Yes.
really is quite hilarious in that. And
It's oh god, I love that one.
and
Then of course the other ones that spawned after it were not even good B
they don't even
movies. They were
exist. Yeah,
just
they don't even exist. Yeah.
yep.
Although
So if
it was not on for very long, but Roughneck Show was pretty good. The CG show.
yeah, I'll give you that. I'll give you that. So if
I watched it
Blomkamp
before school
does
was-
make a Starship Troopers, I'm
that would be
already
awesome.
all in. Already,
especially
all in.
because like he loves to get super violent and
Mhm.
like that is Starship Troopers, right? Like
It's
people
violence,
getting
yeah.
ripped in half is like
It's
a major
violence.
part of it.
Yep. Yeah.
What up,
Hey,
Fred?
Freight, thanks for coming in for our tangent on movies. We didn't even
Yeah,
get to
but-
game
but-
news.
but
We
boy,
just went
this-
straight to movies and
Yeah, this went sideways. Holy hell.
yeah. I'll never forget. I think I put it in our Discord under the movie tab there. I'll never because I rewatched Event Horizon recently, and oh, it's so good.
That's the one with Arnold Schwarzenegger, right? Where his eyes bald.
No, Event Horizon is
Total Recall. That's
Sam
Total
Neill. Yeah, Total Recall with the
with the balding eyes,
yeah. It's Sam Neill, Lawrence Fishburne.
I do like him. I like both.
It's good. It's a good horror
Although
movie.
I can never see Sam Neill and not see him as Ellen Grant.
Yeah.
Like he, you know how like what's his name's career was ruined because of Star Wars. Mark Hamill.
Yeah.
Like to me, that's Sam Neill. I will never see him as anything else.
Yep. But young me. So yeah, I just looked it up. Starship Troopers was 97. So I was actually
that's actually exactly what I was gonna guess. I thought that's
so I thought I was older. So 14-year-old me was very happy with Starship Troopers.
But did you watch it when it first came out? Maybe it was out for a while before you saw it. Okay.
No.
Yeah. It was probably out for a little because we're the exact same age, I think, aren't we? 83?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, I want to say I was a little bit older than that. So, well, also I did not see it in theaters. I don't know if that's where you.
I didn't see it in theaters. I went to the movie store and I went to the VHS movie store and I rented Event Horizon and Starship Troopers and I watched those movies back to back for the entire day. It was one of the best days of my young childhood.
Yeah.
Dude, Freight in chat. Yeah, Mark Hamill found a second life as Joker. It's so good.
I answered that actually. Before that, actually, he found a second life as the guy from Wing Commander, and that led to Joker.
Yep. I remember seeing those
Wing
terrible,
those
terrible movies, and I didn't know he was in it, of course, because I was just young and just renting games.
That was the game.
Yeah, and I rented the game. The movie was awful. And I rented the game there, and then all of a sudden, like Mark Hamill's sitting at the bar having a drink, and I was like, "Holy shit, Luke's in this!"
my dad played Wing Commander when I was very young, so I don't think I was old enough to actually grasp that was him. And my dad like said, "Hey, do you recognize him?" And I was like, he said, "That's Luke Skywalker." And I'm like, because he was obviously a lot older. He had like a beard. So like as a kid, I didn't make the connection because he didn't look exactly the same. You know what I mean? And I was like, "Oh." And my dad said, that's when my dad told me about him basically like having no career because of Star Wars. And
you don't need to remember Wing Commander.
Remember the games because the games were truly like
were great.
Obviously, they're very very dated now, but in the very early '90s, man, those
on the PlayStation 1, those were like phenomenal.
On the PC is where
I only played them on PlayStation, so on PC, I'm sure they were like leaps and bounds better.
Amazing. Oh yeah, those games were like think about back to those. It's like man. why did the space sim go away?
I
Because
don't know, and,
holy
like,
shit,
people
they were
want it.
awesome. They do.
Yeah.
I don't understand why
Yep.
nobody wants to make. There's one person that wants to make them, and for some reason, he's had his game in beta for 625
Yeah,
years.
no shit.
What's it? Chris
Jesus.
Roberts? Is that his name? Something like
Yeah,
that.
Star
Okay.
Citizen or whatever it is
Yeah.
there that's made
Which
more.
which which has something like not even a joke. It has like what is it? $3.5 million worth of
So ridiculous.
microtransactions or
So
something.
ridiculous. And just speaking of Mark Hamill being in random movies, he's actually in a Stephen King adaptation coming out this fall. The Long Walk, I think. He plays this military guy who just like kills people, and I'm like,
He,
that's Mark
he,
Hamill, okay.
he was also randomly in the original Kingsman.
Oh
Did you
shit,
see
was
that?
he?
Did you see
Yeah,
that?
yeah, but what?
He was the first one that they kill. He was like the science professor.
Oh shit, that's
So I'm
right.
sorry, no, I'm sorry. The first one that they kill was Eggsy's dad,
Yep.
but he was there when it happened, and that's when they implanted with the chip. And his head
That's
explodes while they're on
right.
campus.
That's right. Holy shit.
I love those two movies. I never saw the prequel, but the first the why did this
Yeah,
become
that's
a
right.
movie like a movie?
I don't know. Just I
It's
went
so
on like
weird.
old school movies.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but I don't know. But now I want to watch Starship Troopers,
Oh, yeah.
Titan AE. I always want to watch. We didn't mention that, but Titan AE is amazing.
Because it really had nothing to do with what we were talking about. But Titan AE always deserves a mention.
So good, so good, so good. I was literally in. Yeah, I was playing World of Warcraft last week, and you like warp to things and stuff. And as I'm like flying around, I'm literally in my head saying like Cosmic Castaway, or it's like it's my time to fly, and I'm just like singing Titan
sorry.
AE.
Did we just somehow connect Titan AE to World of Warcraft? Because I'm not going to stand for that.
We did because I was singing terribly
I'm not going to stand for that.
because it was trying to make World of Warcraft better.
It's
It's such a good. What's funny is that I was looking it up, and like it's not. It is like a cult classic now, but when it first came out, supposedly it was like
it was a huge
crapped
flop.
on.
You know,
And I'm like, why? It's so good.
Not everybody
so
understands brilliance at the time.
I loved that. It was one of the first movies I owned on DVD. That one and
I
Fast
think it
and
might have
Furious.
been. I had it on VHS because it came out originally before, at least before I had a DVD player, and it came with a comic or something like that, and that was how I like that. That was kind of how I learned about it because I read that. I was like, or maybe I read it before I can't remember, but I remember like kind of knowing what was going on because I watched it. I was like, or I read it rather, and I was like, oh, this is really good.
I still have that movie recorded on a VHS somewhere. That's fantastic.
You better preserve that. Don't ever let that go because that movie is a treasure.
It's so good.
And also not appreciated enough. Disney Treasure Planet. Not as good as Titan AE. Not as good as Titan AE. Still very, very good.
My daughter loves Treasure Planet, which I do as well. I think it's fantastic, but a lot of people, that one like just gets lost in memory.
Yeah, it was the one nobody thinks of, and apparently, now I never saw it myself. Kind of the same deal with the Atlantis movie. People love it, and it's like, but but it kind of gets forgotten. I never saw that one, so I can't say anything. But Treasure Planet was so good, and as a huge at the time Goo Goo Dolls fan, excellent John Resnick song on that. Excellent song.
Very,
I'm
very
still
true.
here. That is an amazing song.
Very true.
Yep.
Very true. Yeah, I was looking at why can I buy Titan AE on it? Because I was trying to think about watching it yesterday, and Baldwin says Treasure Planet. So it really is.
Common Baldwin W here.
Yep. But I it didn't do well, didn't it like flop Treasure Planet?
I don't. It was a weird idea. I mean, it basically was a retelling of Treasure Island, but obviously in space.
I thought it was great. Yeah,
I loved it.
Let's see. It made 110 million overall, which sounds kind of like a flop for Disney.
What, Treasure Planet?
But back then, then,
they probably spent more than that just on the couple CG scenes in it.
Yeah. But yeah, that's a good one too. I have a scene from that movie that just lives in my head.
On Amazon, Titan AE digital version. If you're a dirty person that watches digital movies, $3.99 to rent or $4.99 to buy. I implore every single person watching this, either buy a DVD or buy it if you don't already have it, because that movie
It's crazy because I have been watching stuff.
Spreading the Nerd officially endorses Titan AE.
Yes, for sure. We're gonna have to get like maybe we should get some of that music. That can't be copyrighted. we should get some of that music.
also, not mentioned, but in Titan AE, very good Lit song. If you remember Lit, it was Atomic, I think was the song. Is that correct?
I think so.
No, Over My Head.
I had the soundtrack.
I had that actual Lit album. It was Over My Head, not Atomic.
Where is it? What else was it? Yeah, Over My Head. Yeah. Then we had the Cosmic Castaway, which was fantastic.
Cosmic Castaway is absolutely goated.
And the one that I loved it's
the one when they were flying through the.
It's My Turn to Fly by The Urge. Yeah, just go and listen to the soundtrack. It's just so good. It
is unbelievably good.
It's really good. All right. We're at an hour and a half. We probably should, before we go down even more of a loophole here. Gaming news happened, stuff happened, but RNG took over. So nothing crazy happened in game news that I could read.
Yeah, there really wasn't much going on to talk about anyway. So
I'm fine with going down movie loopholes, but now I want to watch a bunch of movies now.
Cosmic Castaway, yeah.
I'm gonna have to get it and see if I can play it as we can get like Cosmic Castaway as our little play out song.
I'm not broken.
And then you can hear us like terribly singing karaoke to it on the way back as it chimes out. All right. Anything else to add, sir, before we end this?
No, just
People
that
misery.
The lizard bad guy is still my man. Is it Grease? Is that his name? Something like that?
I think so. Wow, God, what a great.
They did my man dirty in that movie. That's all I can say.
They did. All right, folks, that's going to do it for us. We will be back next week to talk about Lord News, who knows what. As always, we're all over the place here. That's how we like it, though. Keeps it interesting. The fortune cookie.
Somebody doesn't have one, do they?
Oh, I've got one.
Oh, yeah, you don't have it with you, though. How about that, Silken? And once again, as punishment, Clint should have to sing the entirety of Cosmic Castaway in the next episode.
That's not a punishment for me. That's a punishment for you.
Well, I suppose that's true.
I need some new ones. These are probably getting a little ripe.
This is a fortune. This is an idiom, I guess. Courage is not the absence of fear; it is the conquest of it. That's not a fortune.
So,
I think somebody failed the assignment here.
Here we go. Embrace the love languages of those you cherish, and you'll build strong and lasting bonds. That's a good one to start the weekend. I think that means go watch Titan AE and fall in love with it.
I'm in over my head.
God, what do I watch? I don't know. Kind of want to watch Titan AE. All right, that's it for us, folks. We shall see you next week. We'll be here. Gamescom's next week, right?
I believe it's Thursday.
Maybe we can.
Well, Gamescom is like the week, but
right, yeah.
But
maybe we can do something.
Maybe Opening Night Live is Tuesday, actually.
We'll have to double check. Maybe we can do something.
We won't be able to live stream, but it's on at 2 p.m., so I'll be at work.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
It's in Germany. Right? Don't forget.
Yeah. Gross. All right. Well, anyways, we'll have some. We'll talk about it.
Still get confirmed. ONL Tuesday.
Tuesday. Okay. All right. So yeah, we'll talk about Gamescom and maybe Titan AE again. All right, folks. Thank you very much for listening to us ramble on random movies and going down our movie rabbit hole. Christopher Nolan, Starship Troopers.
We sang as well.
A little bit of singing.
That's a new one for the show. That's a new one.
We don't charge for this at all.
Just although we are not opposed to receiving financial gain.
Your time and brain cells have been taxed. So. All right. All right. Thanks again, folks. We will see you next week. Have a good one.